Well, good afternoon. This is Dewey Mosley coming to you once again with the Jireh LLC and Team Jireh daily trading update for February 2021. Welcome to the call, and we'll just go over what it is that happened in the markets today. So glad you could be here. First of all, we want to always remind you that trading and investing does involve significant risk. So make sure that you are following proper risk management, make sure that you're following proper capital management, and make sure that you actually know what you're doing. And everything that we share with you here at Team Jireh is for informational and educational purposes only. So be careful out there. So with that, let's go ahead and cut the tunes. And we'll make our way over to the markets. All right, so as always, we have a representative sample of positions that I'm actually trading live in the markets. And we just want to give you some ideas, some pointers, some information about what's been going on to help you enhance your trading results. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and move off of this one. That's a different one. Let's go over to the S&P 500 again. And for any of you that were trading, just an absolutely monster day to the upside. And you heard in the last daily trading update that while we are going to trade what's in front of us, sometimes it is fun to try to understand what might be driving this. In my opinion, it is certainly not valuations of companies. Now, companies are reporting earnings, and many of these companies are doing well in those earnings, but it still doesn't quite justify the price earnings ratio for the overall market that we're seeing. So there must be something else driving this. And the only thing on the horizon that I can think of is the stimulus package. So a lot of times the markets are forward looking and anticipatory. A lot of times markets are right because this is real money on the line. So if you are going to have to try to guess, what's going to happen with that stimulus package, the smart money says it's going through, and the smart money says it's going to be big, at least for now. Now, the other thing that we know about markets is a lot of times the old saying is buy the rumor, sell the news. So be very careful when the stimulus package is actually approved at what might happen. But you can kind of see here, as we talked about last time, we've just been working our way up in this channel. And as we zoom in closer to the actual day-to-day, we talked about how yesterday we had that doji at the daily level. Right here. Okay, I'll highlight that for you. That was a tough day to be trading. However, the very next day, after some back and forth, we took a pretty good move to the upside. Not huge like some of these other days, but good enough, right? And we are looking to continue that trend, keep pushing to the upside if we can, at least get up to a certain level, and that'll be good. If we look at this at a lower level, we'll just look at it on the hour time frame. That'll do. You can see it was pretty much smooth sailing. Once you got through this consolidation, you did have an opportunity to get in and catch part of this upside. And looking at how it closed, how strongly it closed, the fact that there's not really a wick on top, no guarantee, but you can expect it to keep going. So we're going to ride this. We are currently long this position in full disclosure, and we would like that to keep going. So that's pretty much it there. As another representative sample, if we move our way over to currencies, and remember, a lot of these currencies are correlated. So I just use the euro many times because it is one of the most profitable currency pairs that are out there. And again, remember that I'm trading them in the futures market. So that's why the symbols look really interesting. But let's get up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up because I do want to point out one thing on the S&P 500 at the daily level. Sorry for the back and forth. If you remember yesterday, when we kind of had that, we broke out of the channel and then we made our way up to the bottom part of that channel, right? And sometimes when you see that happen, you might expect that a new trend might form. So we had kind of put on an initial trend line to kind of capture that. Well, as you can see, that was a big no-go, right? So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of that trend line And we're not going to worry about it because we are right back inside of this channel, right? And we can kind of use that as a guide. Whether or not it's tradable is debatable, but we can use that as a guide. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So going back to the euro, as I said, this has been playing out pretty nicely. So this was the former channel, right? And just like I showed you on the S&P 500, when we broke out and started to form on this side, we can start anticipating what the new trend or channel might look like, right? And as you can see, you know, you kind of drag that over and we're forming this pretty good. Again, just the opposite of the S&P 500, which is actually remarkable because many times the S&P 500 and the euro, due to dollar sensitivity, trade the same way. But as you can see, the S&P 500 is screaming to the upside, yet the euro had a monster down day, right? So just like yesterday, day before doji, all right? And then today, I can't even fit the bar in here. It's so big. Let's, I'll do it about like this. We'll zoom in a little bit, okay? But, you know, you have this doji right here, then a monster day to the downside, right? That's what we want to see. Just an absolutely beautiful push to the downside. Made a pretty good profit on that. Staying within this channel. And oh, by the way, if you're a confluence type of person, you also have support resistance, right? Long-term support resistance right here that we struggled a little bit, but we broke through, retested, and really bounced to the downside, right? So you do have a little bit of protection in terms of the support resistance line, the trend line, and even the moving average that I happen to have on the chart, right? So pretty good confidence in that downside move. If we take this down to a lower time frame, we'll just use the hour. Not that I always do that, but you can see this was it struggling to get through that support resistance, had a couple of tests, and then it just gave up the ghost and down we go, okay? So that's pretty textbook. It doesn't always happen that way, but pretty good day overall. So we are short this position currently in full disclosure. And I'll be maintaining some of these positions as soon as I finish this call. But that is pretty much how the day went. We absolutely love to see those long moves in either direction. We don't care whether it's up or down. We just want to be in the right direction when we trade it. But we have a great time teaching people how to develop strategy for success in the markets. That is what we do, right? We teach effective strategy development, not what to think, but how to think. And if what I showed you today was of interest to you and you want to learn more, you actually want to be a well-rounded trader and investor that has depth to your knowledge, you can always contact us to find out more about Jireh LLC and the Team Jireh Investment and Trading Training Program. To do that, if you look right here on the bottom of the screen, you'll see a subscribe button. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. On the other side, if you want to see additional videos, you can also go to that playlist. More importantly, in the comments section, in the remarks right above it, all of our contact information for Team Jireh and Jireh LLC is there. You can write us, you can call us, you can get on our Facebook page and let us know that you want to be a part of this team, that you want to learn how to be a successful strategy developer in these markets. And we'd love to bring you on the team and teach you a little bit more. So from Jireh LLC, providing for your future, have a great night. And we look forward to seeing you at the next daily trading update. God bless.